I want to start out this video by admitting that no words can ever convey the true nature of consciousness or the unity we share with the whole universe itself. We can only sort of try to hint at elements that are part of this mysterious power we all are in essence, and share ideas on this matter. That is the intention of this video, to simply share some ideas I have about this subject after some peculiar experiences I've had within my own consciousness. So let's begin. You are not your body. You are not your name. You are not your gender. You are not your age. You are not your race. You are formless. You are awareness or consciousness, whichever word you prefer. Now let's focus on 3D consciousness first. What exactly is it? Well, we can look at it from this point of view, that it's a state of consciousness solely focused on 3D reality as we know it. Basically, it represents a state of consciousness that only thinks and feels according to what the senses dictate, since they are what give us access to the 3 dimensions of space, normally speaking. You'll find out that this is not the only way for you to live. Now, most of humanity tends to live in this state of consciousness, and therefore many are unable to comprehend any other aspects about the nature of this universe. A little insect walks across your floor, and I would be aware of a giant world, but in reality, to us it might simply be a small room. We are both in the same dimensions, but yet we perceive reality differently. So it is with the states of consciousness we can find within men and women. People are in awe when looking up towards the sky and see all the stars at night. Rarely do people consider to go on a journey within themselves to find more subtle dimensions of life and be awestruck by that. I would consider 4D reality in the following way. When you go to sleep at night, your dreams make you aware of a totally different world. To you, when dreaming, the world you perceive as reality at that time, but yet you are not in 3D reality any longer. You can test this out by becoming lucid in the dream world. You can clearly tell in that moment of time you are aware and alive, but yet when you look around you also know, this is not the world that I normally know. In fact, it is a world that doesn't seem to be bound by the normal physics in 3D reality. If you are lucid in your dream world, you can consciously decide to levitate or fly. You can do all kinds of supernatural things, and the sensation is phenomenal. Words cannot describe what it's like to actually fly. And normally in 3D reality, we only see this happen in movies, and we know it's fiction and special effects taking place on the screen. But yet lucid dreams gives you the experience in another deeper dimension of reality where anything quite literally becomes possible. To me, that is revealing more of the unity we share with the universe, and it also shows the absolute freedom of consciousness to do as it pleases. It is not truly tied just to the physical body alone. It is through this awareness you can overcome the fear of death, because with enough practice you are able to consciously let go of your body and change realities around. This leads into the 5D reality, which I would describe as cosmic awareness. It is a state of consciousness where you understand your unity with all of creation, but not only that, because of this awareness from absolute experience, you are able to consciously leave your body. I've only done this a handful of times throughout my entire life so far, but since it happened, I cannot deny that it is possible. To become aware of 5D consciousness is comparable to becoming aware of having your senses collapse inwardly. Some people, when trying to induce a lucid dream or astral projection, talk about hearing a loud noise just before they fall asleep. This loud noise shocks them back into 3D reality. However, if you can stick through it, you will experience the most phenomenal thing, which is that your consciousness goes out of your body. It is this 5D reality where human language falls apart and words cannot clearly convey what it would be like. Perhaps portraying it through a work of art or movie might give some creative look into what it could be like, but the problem with this method might be that humans will then consider it fiction. Oh, you are talking about something that happened in a movie, so we tend to not take it serious. After all, movies are not real, so whatever they showed must not truly be real. You as a human being will progressively move towards higher and higher frequencies with your consciousness, so you start out like everyone else in 3D reality. As you go through life, from the moment you are born, every time you sleep you are dreaming, but not always will you remember what you were dreaming. That still doesn't imply you weren't dreaming at all. Then, if you're ready to evolve your consciousness to a higher frequency, you will find yourself becoming curious about this so-called dream realm. You might hear stories from others that they have become lucid in their dream world, and it sounds beyond anything you can imagine. I would love to have such an experience, you sense in your consciousness. This is a good sign. It will lead you towards the path that will help you gain the experience of lucidity, and you have entered a fourth dimension reality where you're no longer bound by time and space physics. From that experience, eventually you will evolve further. You will wonder, what else is there to this universe? To my consciousness? What else is it capable of doing? Ultimately, and this is not an easy road at first, but it will lead you towards the realization that you're one with the cosmos itself. You know there's no difference between the universe you observe and your own consciousness. It all exists within your mind, and you can prove it by letting go of the body, by training yourself to let go through meditation and spiritual practice, to let go of your physical body, and yet you can still hear and see the universe. You can still explore it. That is the beauty of it all. How would this be possible in any other way unless the universe exists within you and you are one with it? Most people are not ready to accept this. It's a wild theory. It will shake your consciousness to its core. That is why it happens slowly but progressively if you are on this road to find the truth about who you are. Never underestimate the being that you are. You're not bound by the 3 dimensions of space. You have an astral body and a cosmic consciousness. First, we become aware of our physical body and lives. Second, we become aware of our astral body and dream worlds. And thirdly, we become aware of our cosmic consciousness, the unity that we share with the entire universe itself. The universe is the unified verse that all of our souls combined have brought into being, just to have a little fun. So go and have fun and explore the depths of your own wonderful consciousness. Are you ready to make the shift and explore the real nature of reality? To go beyond what your senses dictate and find out the immortal nature of consciousness itself. Now, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to receive inspirational videos on a regular basis. And with that being said, dear viewer, never forget that we are the dreamers.